Stop talking about this trial. Find a new trial to talk about. That's the consensus I'm hearing. So I want to know what you guys think. How's it going, everyone? You're watching Sight Sounds Flavors on YouTube, sightsoundsflavors.com. If at any point in time you like this video, smash that like button. Please subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, or press one of the buttons down below. And please leave a comment. So, have you guys heard enough about the Darrell Brooks trial? Because I've got another 35, 36 clips that I want to do commentary on. But I'm seeing comments. People are saying, cover a new trial. You've covered this trial enough. There's no more to talk about in this trial. I've got 36, 37 clips. And I've got notes for those 36, 37 clips. And, I'm going to be in Barron County tomorrow, Glasgow, Kentucky. I'm going to be in Bullitt County tomorrow, Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Still sharing exploringkentucky.com videos, still doing, reviews of restaurants and hotels, still doing all that. We'll be more than likely going to El Salvador here in a couple of weeks, and we'll have tons of content from there for Sight Sounds Flavors. But I'm also, still talking about the Darrell Brooks trial because I have a lot more clips. I've got a lot of great questions from you guys, and I want to cover it. But, I have always been somebody. I've got Sight Sounds Flavors Live. First one will be this Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In fact, that was a graphic that brought you into this video. So I'm not saying that that's all I'm going to talk about there. I mean, I'm certainly going to talk about it, but other things as well. But should I be talking about it? Have you guys heard enough? It's one of those videos where I ask you to just share your opinion. There's no right or wrong opinion. But let me know, because again, I had a whole library of the Waukesha commentary trial stuff and Brooks and Dawn, and I erased it because I thought, hey, this is a tourism channel, and maybe I'm going too far into the area of trials. And then, of course, someone said, well, why don't you have an unfiltered playlist and talk about that on it? And I said, well, that's a really good idea. But at the same time, I just took down all those videos, and some of those videos had 10, 20, 30,000 views and lots of comments. But I brought them back. But now I'm hearing it again. People are saying, oh, you've talked about this trial enough. Now, I don't know if the people that are saying that necessarily are trying, because there's a movement on YouTube of people that, for whatever reason, do not want us talking about this particular defendant. They feel that, I don't know what they feel. Honestly, I don't even want to expound on what I think they feel, because I really honestly hope that they don't think he's innocent, because that, this alternate, driver thing, or, conspiracy theories. I mean, they're starting to come around, and I just don't understand why anybody would defend this guy. But you never know, what people are thinking about online and what their motives are, or if it's just, something to pass the time with. I mean, there's a lot of conspiracy nuts that have, to say whimsical theories on things, it would be an understatement, So like someone like Alex Jones, for example, I don't think he believes what he says. I mean, he couldn't possibly believe in half the nonsense that he spouts. So it to me almost seems like he's acting, like he's an actor of some sort, like this is his shtick, that's what I think it is. But again, what I'm trying to say here, though, is that, maybe it's a situation like that, but I don't think so. You know what I mean? I really don't think so. I don't think that people would actually act. I don't know. I don't know if they would, if this movement that's coming around to try to get people to stop talking about this trial and stop being so hard on Darrell is from people that think he's innocent or believe in conspiracy theories or I don't know what, but there is a movement. There is such a movement, and it's growing here. And I don't know why. Like I said, I'm stumped. I am stumped. If you can get anything from the last 2 minutes, is that I'm stumped. I don't know why anybody would come out and privately ask me or publicly tell me, hey, you've talked about this trial enough, talk about something else. Because to me, that's very suspect. Like, what is your angle? Like, why do you want me to talk about something else? And am I the only channel that you're approaching to talk about something else? Or is this generally the kind of comment that you leave on commentary video of this nature? So again, There's channels that talk about the OJ trial every single day. And the OJ trial was like 30 years ago. You know what I mean? Was it 30 years ago? Let's see. Yeah, 30 years ago, I would say. No, maybe, I don't know. I think it's 30 years, maybe 29, 28. Maybe it was more than 30 years ago. I think it was actually more. I think it might have been like, I think it might be like 32 years old, I think. People are still talking about it every single day. There's channels that's all they do is talk about that trial. And so here we are talking about a trial that's not even like 2 years old, and we're getting a lot of grief for it. But I'm not telling you I want that grief to stop. I don't want you to cater your comments to what I like or what I don't like. I mean, that's not what this channel is about. But the same way that I answer questions about the trial, I will also answer the question of, have we done enough? Have we done too much? You know, because I'll be happy. There's a lot of trials and I can talk about different trials. There's no reason for me to only talk about this trial, but the reason that I talk about pretty much only this trial is because that's what you want. And that's why we're doing the live chat on Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I mean, will there be people there from like Ripley, West Virginia, or Columbus, Indiana, or I don't know, Corbin, Kentucky on there? And will they say, I loved your video that you did. My grandma's from there, or I had my first job there? Absolutely. And they're welcome to be here. Will I have comments from people that say, you know, I stayed at the Red Roof Inn in Worthington Hills, right outside of Columbus, and I agree with your review? Probably. Will there be people that say, hey, you know, I was down in Florida and I had pizza there in that Surfside, Florida pizzeria, and I agree with you. They were absolutely amazing. We might get that comment. But the vast majority of the comments is going to be from people asking me about Darrell, asking me about Dawn, asking me about, you know, Dr. Mary Edwards. That's going to be the bulk of the questions. And so I just want to ask you guys, I mean, have we talked about this to the point that we've over talked about it? You know, should we be doing the lives? Should I be listening to those saying for me to stop? I'm not trying either to get those of you that want me to continue to talk about it to turn on these people that maybe have an opinion, if they're in the minority, that is unpopular. Don't attack them. That's their view. I want them to be here. I just want to make sure that they're not the majority. If they're the majority, then we have a problem. Then I've got to talk less about this and more about other stuff, because my thing is I don't want to sell out, okay? That's not what I want to do, but I want to have a channel that's active. I want a channel that's got input, and I don't want to do a channel where it's only what I want to do. I want to do a channel where the people that comment, not just the people that do super chats, which I will appreciate if you do a super chat on the live chat on Tuesday. It'll show me that we really want this. But it's the comments, it's the subscribers, it's the likes, you know what I mean? It's the sharing, copying the URL and sharing it on your Facebook or Twitter, and then me seeing that. It's like, you know, this is what you guys want. But again, I want a channel where I'm very responsive to what my audience wants. And so I just want to make sure, I know I did this a few months ago. I will probably do this a few months later if we're still talking about this, but I just want to make sure that you guys want me to continue talking about Darrell Brooks and the Waukesha trial for maybe another 3 months. Or if you think, like some of the folks I've seen, that we've talked about it enough, should I start like talking about other things, focusing on other things? Like I said, the live chat, everyone's welcome. But in terms of the direction of the channel, have we talked the Brooks trial to the point that we've oversaturated it? Or should we continue talking about it? I want to hear what you have to say.